Okay, students, we are starting heat today. Now, this year in ICSE, most of the part has been deducted. You have only anomalous expansion of water and global warming and greenhouse effect. Now, global warming and greenhouse effect is a theoretical part, so that I will give you in notes. Okay. So today in this video, I am just explaining you the anomalous expansion part. Now, in class 8, you have already studied about anomalous expansion. The word anomalous means peculiar. So peculiar behavior, that we call as anomalous behavior. Now what is anomalous expansion? The expansion of water when it is cooled from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius is called anomalous expansion of water. So you can understand this is only the peculiar behavior, that it is written the expansion of water when it is cooled from 4 degree to 0 degree Celsius, and that is called anomalous. Now why it is anomalous, you can understand that normally we know that when a substance is heated, it expands. That means its volume increases, and when it is cooled, it contracts. That means its volume decreases. Now water also behave in that way. Water also have no problem. It behaves normally between, means above 4 degrees Celsius, water behaves normally. That means when it is heated, it expands, and when it is cooled, it contracts. That is what I am talking about, above 4 degrees Celsius. But the peculiar behavior of water is only between 0 degree to 4 degrees Celsius. Now what happens? Between 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, water expand when it is cooled and contracts when it is heated. That means what? When water is heated from 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius. Now suppose you take water in a container and the temperature of the water is 0 degrees Celsius. Now if we heat that water, naturally its temperature will increase from 0 degree to 1 degree to 2 degree to 3 degree to 4 degrees Celsius. So during this time, from 0 degree to 4 degrees Celsius, when water is heated and its temperature is increasing from 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, instead of expanding, it contracts. And when water is cooled from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, instead of contracting, it expands. Now this expansion of water when it is cooled from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius is called anomalous expansion of water. So understand? So that means when water from 4 degrees Celsius is cooled to 0 degrees Celsius, instead of contracting, it expands, and hence this is known as anomalous expansion of water. And as I have told you, above 4 degrees Celsius, water behaves normal. That is, it expands on heating and contracts on cooling. Okay, so understand? So this is known as anomalous expansion of water. Okay. Okay, now the concept of anomalous expansion of water, you can clearly understand if you understand these two graphs. Now the first graph is the variation in volume of water from 0 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius we are taking. Okay. So you can see in the y-axis and x-axis, the x-axis is temperature in degrees Celsius. So it's 0 degree, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 degrees Celsius. And in the y-axis, it is the volume of water. Okay, volume of water, it is in fact in centimeter cube. It is in centimeter cube. Okay. So it is 0.999, then 1, then 1.0001, then 1.0002, 1.0003 and 1.0004. This much centimeter cube I have taken. Okay. Now suppose the temperature of water is at 0 degrees Celsius. Now suppose at 0 degrees Celsius the volume of water is this. okay, here. So it is just between 1.0001 to 1.0002. Now if you remember about anomalous expansion of water from 0 degree Celsius to 4 degree Celsius, water instead of expanding it contracts. That means its volume will decrease from 0 degree Celsius to 4 degree Celsius. There will be a continuous decrease, a gradual decrease. So that means at 0 degree Celsius, if the volume is this, at 1 degree Celsius the volume will be less. Okay, the volume will be less. At 2 degree Celsius it will be further less. At 3 degree Celsius the volume will further will decrease. At 4 degree Celsius the volume will further decrease. Understand? So you can understand 0 degree Celsius the volume is this, 1 degree the volume become less because now water is contracting. 2 degree it is less, 3 degree it is further less, 4 degree it is further less. But now what will happen when from 4 degree to 5 degree, what will happen? Now 4 degree to 5 degree, now water will behave normally. So from 4 degree to 5 degree the volume of the water will increase, to 6 degree it will increase, to 8 degree it will increase, 9 degree it will increase, 10 degree it will increase. Okay, so finally you will get a hyperbola. Okay, so this is called hyperbola. This is a hyperbolic graph. So that means the graph will looks like this. Understand? So that means from 0 degree to 4 degree the volume has decreased, and from 4 degree and up to further the volume has increased as normally. So what is our conclusion? That we can say that this is the minimum possible volume of water, because before this the volume of water is more, and after this also the volume of water is more. So that means I can say that water has a minimum volume. So minimum volume at 4 degrees Celsius. So that means at 4 degrees Celsius water is having the minimum possible volume. So the volume of water is always minimum at 4 degree Celsius. Understand? So this is the conclusion that we are getting, that volume of water is minimum at 4 degree Celsius. Okay, so volume of water is minimum at 4 degree Celsius. Now come to this next graph. Now this graph is a variation of density to temperature. Okay, this was from volume to temperature, and this is density to temperature. Now if you remember that that density of a substance is equal to mass by volume, right? So that means density is inversely proportional to volume. Now what is the meaning of inversely proportional? Density is inversely proportional to volume. I think you can understand that if the volume decreases, the density will increase, and if the volume increases, the density will decrease. So that is the meaning of density is inversely proportional to volume. Okay, now see this. If you remember, suppose at 0 degrees Celsius the density of water is this. Now if you remember in this graph, and if you remember what happens to water, now if you heat water from 0 degree Celsius to 1 degree Celsius, what will happen? 0 degree Celsius to 1 degree Celsius, its volume will decrease. Its volume was decreasing, but this is density. So if volume decreases, then what happens? The density will increase. So in this graph what will happen, that at 0 degree Celsius, if the density is this, then at 1 degree Celsius, since at 1 degree Celsius the volume is decreasing, hence the density will increase. So density is increasing. Understand? So from 1 to 2 degrees Celsius further the volume decreases. So from 1 to 2 degrees Celsius the further the density increases. From 2 to 3 degrees Celsius again the density will increase further. and from 4 degrees Celsius the density will increase further. So the graph goes like this. And from 4 degree to 5 degree, what happens? If you remember, from 4 degree to 5 degree, again the volume was increasing. So if the volume is increasing from here also, the from 4 degree to 5 degree, since the volume is increasing, the density will decrease. So from the density will decrease from here. So like this, the density will decrease, and here you will get the shape of the graph. You can see they are just opposite. The face of the graph is opposite. Understand? So from here what we can say, okay, so I'm just shaping it properly. So from here we can say water has a maximum volume, maximum density at 4 degree Celsius. So that means you can understand. So with respect to this graph, you can understand this, because the between 0 degree Celsius to 4 degree Celsius, the volume of water was decreasing, and hence the density of water was increasing. And at 4 degree Celsius, the volume of water is minimum, and hence at 4 degree Celsius, the density of water is maximum. Understand? These two graphs are very important, and especially this graph, the variation of density, this graph is very important for your exam. Okay, both the graph is important, but generally they ask the density and temperature graph. So if they ask you volume and temperature, then you remember the shape of the graph will be like this. At 4 degrees Celsius it will be the minimum volume, and if they ask you density and temperature graph from 0 degree to 10 degree or 12 degree, then the shape of the graph will be like this, and the water will have a maximum density at 4 degree Celsius. So from this we have two conclusion here, that volume of water is minimum at 4 degree Celsius, and density of water is maximum at 4 degree Celsius. Understand? So these are the two conclusion from this. Okay, understand? Okay, now this is Hope's experiment to demonstrate the anomalous expansion of water. It is due to this anomalous expansion of water in cold countries, the full lake or the full ocean, they does not freeze. The lakes, ponds or the water bodies, only the surface of the water body freezes, but the bottom part of the water body does not freeze, and therefore you can understand, hence say aquatic plants and animals can survive. Otherwise, if the whole lake or the water bodies freezes, then the aquatic plants and animal will die. So that is one of the major consequence of anomalous expansion of water, and this we can understand by Hope's experiment. Now in this experiment you can see this is a cylinder containing water, and in this cylinder there is a container surrounding the cylinder, okay, a balcony type, and this container which surrounds the cylinder consists of a freezing mixture. Now, what is freezing mixture? It is a mixture of ice and common salt, because normal ice is at 0 degrees Celsius, so it is cool, it is cold, but when we add or sprinkle some common salt in it, then it becomes further cool, say minus 20 degrees Celsius, its temperature become around minus 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. So freezing mixture is much colder than normal ice, so hence freezing mixture is used. And you can see there are two thermometers, T1 and T2, to record the temperature. So initially at the start of the experiment, both the thermometer will read the room temperature, because now whatever the temperature of the room, suppose 25 degrees Celsius, so this thermometer and this thermometer both is reading 25 degree Celsius. Okay, so initially we will find both of them 25 degrees Celsius. Now slowly we will find that after some times the temperature of this thermometer become 4 degrees Celsius and the temperature of this thermometer remains at around 25 degree Celsius. And again after some time, after further some time, you will find that later on the temperature of this thermometer also becomes 4 degree Celsius. Okay, and then after further some time, as the time progresses, you will then find that the temperature of this thermometer is decreasing from 4 to 3, but there is no change of temperature in this thermometer, so it becomes 4 to 3 degrees Celsius, then it becomes 2 degrees Celsius, then it becomes 1 degree Celsius, and at last it comes to 0 degrees Celsius. And then after a few moments you will find that this part, the upper part of the water becomes ice. The upper part of the water become ice, but you will see that the lower part of the water remains in liquid form, and the temperature is reading as 4 degree Celsius. Understand? So you can understand it is all this is happening. I will explain you, but all this is happening due to anomalous expansion of water, and then after that the temperature of this will remain at 4 degrees Celsius and it will remain at 0 degrees Celsius. Hence the lower part of the water does not freezes, but the upper part, the surface water, the upper part freezes. Okay. Now the explanation. Okay. Again I am starting from. Now initially what we told that initially both the thermometer will read the room temperature, say 25 degrees Celsius and 25 degree Celsius. Now what will happen, the temperature of this part of the water, okay, this part of the water will start falling down first. So the temperature will start falling from 25 to 24 to 23 to 22. So slowly the temperature of this part of the water starts falling. Now when the temperature of this part of the water start falling, as soon as the water at this part become 4 degrees Celsius, and you have seen I have explained in the previous graph that water has the maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. So as soon as the temperature of this part of the water reaches to 4 degrees Celsius, it has a maximum density, and therefore this part of the water sinks at the bottom. So it sinks at the bottom, and then the next layer of water comes. Now the temperature of that water also becomes 4 degrees Celsius. So again that water becomes 4 degrees Celsius. Its density increases, it becomes heavier and it sinks down. Now this process continues. So again the next part of the water comes here. Again it becomes 4 degrees Celsius. It sinks down. Now this process continues. This process continues like this. And therefore the lower part of the water becomes 4 degrees Celsius, but the upper part remain as it is. Now when this part becomes 4 degrees Celsius, now this part will start becoming 4 degrees Celsius. Now when this part becomes 4 degrees Celsius, slowly the temperature of the whole water will become 4 degrees Celsius. Now again when the temperature of the whole water becomes 4 degrees Celsius, now further it is getting cooled. Now when the temperature now becomes say 3 degrees Celsius, Now this water will not sink down, because we know that the density of water at 4 degrees Celsius is maximum, so that is the heaviest water. But when the temperature of the water comes to 3 degrees Celsius, its density is not equal to or more than 4 degrees, the density is less than 4 degrees Celsius water. So this part of the water remains here. and therefore after sometimes the full water become 3 degrees Celsius, this surface water, and then it becomes 2 degrees Celsius also, but those 2 degrees Celsius water also does not sink down, because this 4 degrees Celsius water is the heavier water. Now again from 2 degree it reaches to 1 degree, and from 1 degree to it reaches to 0 degree Celsius, and when the temperature of this water becomes 0 degree Celsius, now this part of the water start freezing. Now this part of the water start freezing and it changes into ice, and this ice naturally it will not sink down, and therefore this part of the water remain ice and this part of the water remain water, and whose temperature is at 4 degree Celsius. Understand? So this is Hope's experiment to demonstrate anomalous expansion of water. Okay, understand? Okay, now is the consequence of anomalous expansion of water in our daily life. Now, number one, just now I have explained you, I have told you in this Hope's experiment that it helps in preserving aquatic life during cold weather, because the only the upper part of the upper surface of the water freezes, the surface of the water freezes, but the bottom part of the water body, they does not freeze, and hence aquatic plants and animals can survive. Okay, so again I am explaining you that suppose this is a water body, and suppose it's very cold weather now, and the temperature of the surrounding is falling. Okay, now suppose the temperature is 10 degrees Celsius, so the temperature of the water is also 10 degree Celsius. Now as the temperature falls from 10 degrees Celsius, then it becomes 9 degrees Celsius, then after sometimes the upper part of the water also becomes 9 degrees Celsius, because the surface water radiates heat, loses heat first, and therefore the surface water loses temperature, and so with the surrounding, the surface water also loses its temperature, and the temperature of the water also falling down. So from 9 degree to 8 degree, 8 degree to 7 to 4 7 to 6 to 5, and then as soon as the surrounding temperature becomes 4 degrees Celsius, this also becomes 4 degrees Celsius, and as soon as this part of the water becomes 4 degrees Celsius, this part of the water sinks down. Okay, now the next part of the water comes. Now the temperature falling farther to 3 degrees Celsius, but here the temperature of the water start falling and it reaches to 4 degrees Celsius, and then this water also sinks down. So next level of water comes, and by the time the surrounding temperature is also falling from 3 degree to 2 degree, and it may reaches to 0 degree Celsius or below 0 degree Celsius, but this temperature, the temperature of this surface water which was at 10 degree, its temperature is also falling, and as soon as the temperature becomes 4 degrees Celsius, the water sinks down. So this process continues unless the whole water become 4 degrees Celsius. So the whole part of the water become 4 degrees Celsius, although the surface water, the surrounding is at 0 degrees Celsius. Now what happens, since the surrounding is very cool, very cold, 0 degree, again this surface of water will start losing heat, and it will reach to 3 degree, but this 3 degree water will not sink down, because its density is less than the density of water at 4 degrees Celsius, so that 4 degrees Celsius water remains at the bottom, and therefore only the surface water's temperature changes from 4 degree to 3 degree. The lower part become 4 degree. After sometimes this become 3 to 2 degrees Celsius, and then it become 2 degrees Celsius to 1 degree Celsius, and then it become 1 degree Celsius to 0 degree Celsius, and as soon as this water becomes 0 degree Celsius, this part of the water freezes. This part of the water freezes and changes into ice. Now this ice is a bad conductor of heat, and therefore it does not allow this inside heat to escape out. okay, very fast, and therefore the inside heat, since the inside heat is not lost because it makes an insulating, a bad conducting layer and does not allow the temperature of this water to lose. So therefore the temperature of this lower part of the water remains 4 degrees Celsius, while the temperature of the upper part is 0 degree, that is it changes into ice, and hence aquatic plants and animal can survive. Understand? And the next is, it is also responsible for bursting of water pipes and destruction of crops in cold countries. Now in cold countries, here also what happens in water pipes, the water inside, when the temperature is, the temperature of the surrounding, it starts falling, the temperature of the water also starts falling now. So when water reaches to 4 degrees Celsius, and suppose the surrounding temperature is the freezing temperature 0 degrees Celsius, so water is continuously losing heat and it is cooling. Now what happens, this pipe is also cooling, so therefore the pipe is contracting, that means the volume of the pipe is decreasing. Now what happens, water has reaches to 4 degrees Celsius, now that water is cooled, is getting cooled, and therefore the temperature of the water changes from 4 degrees Celsius to 3 degree, and when the temperature of the water changes from 4 degrees Celsius to 3 degree, instead of contracting, this water expands. Okay, remember, because it is contracting, its temperature is decreasing, and since the temperature is decreasing, water will expand from 4 degree to 3 degree, water will expand, but what happens to the pipe? The pipe is contracting. Again the temperature of the water changes from 3 degrees Celsius to 2 degrees Celsius, water is further expanding and the pipe is further contracting. And again 2 degree to 1 degree Celsius, the water is still expanding and the pipe is contracting. So you can understand there is a collision between the water and the pipe. The water is continuously expanding from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, and the pipe is continuously contracting from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. So due to this collision of expansion and contraction, the pipe burst. Understand? Now the same thing happens in case of plants. Now in plants, the water that is transported through the veins of the plants, the veins of the plants contains water. Now the same thing happen as it was happening in this pipe and water, the same thing is happening for the vein and water, plants veins and water. The water is getting cooled from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. The water present inside the veins of the plants, it is expanding, and the veins of the plant is contracting due to cold, due to fall of temperature. And due to this collision between this expansion and contraction, the veins of the plants burst, and hence the plants may die. It means the crops are destroyed. Understand? So this is the consequence of anomalous expansion of water. Okay. So this part is over now. So heat is finished. So that is about anomalous expansion of water. Okay.